You recognize.
Thank you very much, Chair. Just briefly, this is a takeover by the insurance industry when it comes to the auto glass. And if the AOBs are not allowed in the auto glass, they will not be able to perform the services they do. There's about 15 to 20% of the industry are independent glass dealers. And so how do I know that? Because in the 2017-18 Geico claims data, that's what their expert testifies to. And what they try to do is they send everything to SafeLight. If the AOBs go away, these independent glass shops will fade away. They will gradually fade away. And I heard a lot of people here who live in rural communities, you're not going to be able to get that independent glass shop to go there because SafeLight's not going to be able to service them. So it's really going to hurt the consumer from the service standpoint. It's going to hurt the glass shop. But the worst part, I think, is going to hurt the consumer is if there is a $250 deductible, where does it say in the bill that they're going to guarantee a reduction in the insurance rate? There is none. And that's disturbing to me. If they want to charge somebody a deductible, what they're going to do is give them the same price, and it's going to be less service, less insurance. And that's what we've seen. And so, I mean, that's what I think we'll see, is what I'll say. So I think with the way this bill is written, I think there needs to be some amendment when it comes to the AOB aspect, if not eliminate it out, because these small businesses will have a very tough time and be able to survive. I think it will affect if they're able to do any business at all. And that's because they rely on that AOB. And the big insurance companies are going to be completely taking it over. One thing about Geico, what they do is they have a deal with SafeLight. And what they do is as they incrementally have revenue that comes in, there's an agreement that there's going to be a kickback to Geico. And it's to the millions of dollars at 25, 50, whatever the incrementals are. And because of that, what you're doing is, it says in the bill that they can't do any kickbacks. I'm sure they're not going to mind if they can't give a box of steaks, right? I don't think that's really going to too much be influencing one person or another. But you have it one way, and it's not the other way. And I think what was just talked about was a steering issue. These gentlemen get on the phone, ladies get on the phone, and they try to call the claim into the insurance company, and the insurance adjuster is actually it's SafeLight is really what it is when it comes to Geico. They handle all their claims. They are actually directing the person away from that independent and trying to send them over to SafeLight so then they could do the repair. And so that's what we see in the industry. I do represent a few auto glass, not a lot, but a few. And I am picky on what I sue, very picky. If I don't see the case that I like, I'm not suing on it. But I think there's a big swoop here, getting rid of the AOB, to think that we're going to get rid of litigation. One last point. Geico has done it where they actually started putting into their contract what the price is they're going to pay. Some of the other insurance companies started changing their contract. What I'm asking you is, why is this bill in front of a legislation when the insurance companies can just simply change their contract and eliminate all this litigation? That would eliminate everything if they spelled out specifically what they're paying on these bills, on these windshields. And that's it. But for some reason, they don't do it. They want to come to the legislature and ask the legislature to make a law and get rid of something that's been around probably since the beginning of time, being able to do an AOB, assignment of benefits. And so that's part of a contract. When you have that contract, you can do whatever you want with it, and I think that's what this is going to infringe on. But what this bill is really going to end up doing is give the insurance companies a monopoly. That's what's going to happen here.
Thank you.